Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Living Free Van Life. Well, there's been a little bit of movement on the campervan conversion. Last week you've seen that I'd obviously put the skylights in, and I've also put the 7mm close form insulation onto all of the naked metal roof inside. That's to try and stop condensation. If it works or not, only time will tell. But what I've also done after doing that, I've put a frame up. Now the frame is going to be designed to obviously hold my roof, because I'm boarding my roof. But I'm using some board that I bought from B&Q, and I'll show you that in a second. So let me show you what I've done. So I have built an entire frame on the roof. And how I've done that is, this is 1x4 wood, plain smooth sawn wood. What I've done is I've screwed one long piece from front to back, one singular piece from front to back, and I've screwed it to the ends, screwed it onto each of the ribs of the roof. And I've used, I don't know if you can see that line on every rib as a guide to make sure it's straight. And I've done exactly the same. Oh, can't quite see it. Yeah, I can. And I've done exactly the same there. All the way down the van. And where there's a rib, I've put a beam that goes over from left to right. In between all of that lot, I've got some of this stuff, which is, it's like a poly board. You buy it from B&Q, it's £8.50, an 8x4 sheet. And basically, it's just added insulation. It breaks up quite easy. So I've used that, and I've put that in between all of the roof. I've purposefully left a gap in between the first lot of insulation. Sorry, no, seeing up my nose then. Between the first lot of insulation and this polyboard, I purposely left a gap. Reason why I've left a gap is the van's got to breathe. As much as we can try to put vapour barriers up and everything, you're always going to get moisture. It's just one of them. It's a white tin box, hot, cold. You know, people breathing in it, you're always going to get moisture. So you've still got to leave some kind of ventilation. So that's basically what I've done. What I'm going to be putting on top of that, on top of this framing, is this stuff. Now, I've been told not to use this stuff, but I used it in my last van, and it was absolutely fantastic. It's basically 3mm thick. It's this colour on back, and it's white on front, and it's 20 quid a sheet, £21 a sheet from B&Q. And it's going to take 2 of them sheets to go from front to back of the van. So we get a nice clean white finish. The board, all I can describe it as is, it's a similar board to what's on the back of wardrobes and drawers when you buy them as flat pack, but this is a thicker material. It's like an MDF material with a white face on it. So I've used that in my other van. It were in my other van for 3 years. It's still in the other van now, and it hasn't started to sag. We ain't started to see, you know, water spots or mould growing on it. To be honest, it's done really well. So I'm going to use it again. Probably going to get people in comments going, don't bother, but you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. This ain't what to use or how to use. This is what I'm doing and how I perceive things. So unfortunately, if you don't like it, lots of other channels out there, go knock yourselves out. But I'm just showing you and documenting me building this van and what I've used, and see if I make mistakes somewhere. So this week is going to be to board the roof of the van. What I'm more scared about is obviously the skylights and getting the cutting round the apertures perfect. I'm quite worried about that, but there's a surround that comes with it, and I've heard that the surrounds cover a multitude of sins as such, or mistakes. What I'm going to use At this side is a little U-channel that I've bought from a place on Ellen Road in Leeds. I'm going to use a joint halfway down and another U-channel at the other end. So when I put the roof up, I'll do a video once it's up and I'll show you what I've exactly used and what the finishing result is. The other reason this wood is 4 feet wide is the board, and the frame on the roof it's actually just below 4 feet wide. I'm not too bothered about the edges because that's where my cupboards are going to be. So when I build my cupboards, they'll go up in that corner, so I don't have to worry about anything going, oh Christ, anything worried about going around edges. So yeah, it'll just go beyond the frame, just slightly, and I'm all right with that, perfectly all right with that, because my cupboards will go from, obviously, my cupboards will go from this to there. My cupboards will come out and go there. So bring it on. So till next time, guys, good luck with your conversions. If anything I'm doing's give you ideas, inspiration, or just something to laugh at, well, I'm happy that you're happy. Anyway, yeah, see you next time I do something else on van, and thanks for subscribing. If you've got any advice or want to tell me where I'm going wrong, knock yourself out, shove something down in comments. And yeah, I do drivel on because I have issues explaining myself. But hey, anyway, have a good week. Speak to you later.